Okay, says we're live. So we got the other half of this sort of head-to-head dual release from Moosehead's small batch. We have their East Coast IPA. There we go. So 5.9% this time, and 35 IBUs. So, like I was saying in the previous video, they're knocking the bitterness down a little bit here. Hazy, juicy East Coast IPAs have dominated the craft scene. So, yeah, that's what they're going for here. We're not going into notes. Contains barley and wheat. And, yeah. See what we think. Supposed to be on that Haze tropical scale. We'll see how intense and juicy it is, or if it's just fucking shit kicker basic. Yeah, it's hazy. So, yeah, that's interesting. So they filtered the fuck out of that West Coast one because they wanted to show the difference between that and this one, which is much more murky. There we go. Color's not much difference. It looks a little brighter on the camera there that you guys are seeing. Is there big fucking globs fucking floating in that motherfucker? No, not necessarily. All right. So we'll do the aroma here. Okay. Moosehead ain't playing around. It's got that pineapple mango tropical thing that a lot of East Coast IPAs have these days. It's doing the thing, man. It smells like pretty much every other one of these I've smelled. That's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. It's just there. But it's good. Like the previous one, it's got all the base sort of things, but it's not super intense. So, all right. Bravo, Moosehead. We'll see what you did with the actual taste here. Cheers, guys. Ashley Sexton in the chat says, they all sort of melt together, don't they? Yes, they do. That's just why I'm so bored by IPAs these days, Ashley, because almost all of them are fucking the same. They're so fucking the same. I mean, if they're different, they're generally different because they're bad, and I don't want to fucking taste them ever again. And then we have Lady Lee in the chat saying, pineapple, your favorite pizza topping. You are going to get such a spanking one day. That's all I have to say about that. All right. So, yes, I promise. Definitely. So, kudos to Moosehead here. They at least keep a bit of bitterness in this. You've got all the tropical fruitiness shit going on. Smell, generally with almost every one of these you kind of run into, smell translates right to the taste. And so, yeah, you got like this kind of fruity pineapple, mango. This doesn't go super juicy like what a lot of these do. It's very much pulled back. It's just sort of giving you the sort of basics of what these tend to taste like. And you still get a mild bitterness in the background, but man, just not the stuff I like generally. But at least it's not going aggressively super juicy or anything like that, which would be a super turn off for me. I don't know why they go with the tropical so much in these things, man. I mean, I do like fruit juices. And if you're going to make like an IPA with fruit juice, where it's just pretty much straight on fruit juice, Make it a fucking orange juice. So few of those seem to go that direction. They seem to go with like pineapple and mango and stuff. I'm like, I don't drink that. Don't drink that at all. And Ashley says because it's easy on the palates. Yeah, that's the reason they do it. But man, I'd rather know I'm drinking beer. Just my personal preference there. But okay. So I mean, it's a Haze-Bro little fruit beer, fruity hopped kind of beer, East Coast. It's not super juicy. It's not totally devoid of bitterness. Cheers to Red Beard. He's in the chat. So yeah, Moosehead killed it as far as like duplicating this sort of thing. Again, we're not sort of really rating on that sort of style though. We're just going to go, is it a good IPA? And here's where I get to criticize these fucking things where I don't think they're very good IPAs. And so for a style grade, I'm just going to throw a 5 at it because fuck this stuff. I want my IPAs to actually be, and listen, don't fucking at me, bro. Don't fucking at me. I know that there's contention that the early IPAs might not have been as fucking hoppy as everyone said they were when they went to India and all that fucking bullshit. We're just talking what in the common parlance for the last fucking 30 fucking years people understood IPAs to be. And in that case, this don't cut it. You don't fucking cut it for me. If you like it, that's fine. I'm not besmirching your taste here, although you have none. But it's just, it's not, to me, it's not what IPA is, no matter what the fucking style. If you get this fucking small in the bitterness, it's not an IPA anymore, as far as I'm concerned. And fuck it. So I'm throwing a 5 at it for that. My own personal enjoyment, I can take it or leave it. I'll throw a 6 because sure, it's drinkable, it's fine. This at the very least is one of the more drinkable versions of this East Coast bullshit. So you know, can't fault it there. I wouldn't gravitate towards it though, and I might think twice before someone offered me one, but I can drink it. Ashley asked, does it mention the hops used? No, they don't. They just say a blend of tropical aromas, soft fruity flavors. I don't see any mention of the hops on here. I'm assuming it's probably, they probably grabbed like Galaxy or something like that and blended it with something a little less aggressive or something along those lines. And then Lee says, tell us how you real feel. Well, I think I just did. And Ashley says, Galaxy Mosaic Citra. Exactly. All one word. Guilty Pleasure Cinema. Hey, Scott. How you doing, brother? He says, I might have to get you some Sleeping Giant Brewery out to your way then. I would not say no if you were so inclined, man. But yeah. So 5 for style, 6 for personal preference. That's where it sits, man. Just don't dig these East Coast fucking Haze-Bro bullshit beers. I don't like them. If you like them, that's fine. But not what I'm looking for. All right, we'll talk then, Scott. Glad you're doing good, man. Got to get the wrestling podcast back up and running here pretty soon. Yeah. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. People commented, and yeah, that's the Moosehead small batch bullshit. So I hope you have a less bullshit night than I'm having right now, drinking this bullshit. I'll move on to something better, like a black IPA or something like that, which I'm also not a big fan of. And Ashley says their Skull Rock ? Stout is pretty good. I assume he's talking about Sleeping Giant Brewery. And then Redbeard chimes in and corrects Ashley's spelling of there. Nobody needed that. Nobody needed that. Nobody needed to do that. Most people know what he's saying. Just saying. Catch me in my award-winning film, Jaws: The Revenge.